It is time! It is finally out! Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long. It's fucking time! So, if you guys watched my other stream a year ago, you would know that I am an absolute huge fan of this analog horror series, and I've been waiting for this to finally come out for almost like fucking no, a year, for like a year, and it's finally out. So cannot wait to see what Pastra has in store for us tonight. I'm really excited. This video is only 23 minutes long and 52 seconds. I am so goddamn excited right now. Alright. So, let me do a couple of things real quick, and then we'll get started on this. Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long now. It's been like a year since I last watched this. Alright, let me announce that the stream has started. Also, keep in mind that I won't be reading the chat as I'm watching this, so just keep that in mind. Alright, let's go! Alright. Hold on, let me do something real quick. This way I can change my avatar. Give me 1 second. Let me do this real quick so I'm able to change my avatar without fucking anything up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Graphic depictions of violence. Ooh, so I gotta be
My
a bit more
name
careful
is
with
Alex
it.
Williams. I live on 66 Elk Crescent, Eastridge County, and up until this point, I've worked for the Lankman Foundation, a job which I have quickly come to regret. This is my story.
Ooh, ooh.
I began my work for the foundation pretty much the day it was founded. After what happened on Halloween, I was put under 24/7 witness protection. They told me that the information I had
By the way, if you have
was
not
too
watched the other ones
valuable.
yet, go ahead and do that.
Felt like I
Otherwise,
was
you'll be
under
confused on what's going
constant
on.
house arrest. There wasn't
Okay,
a
I'll shut up
day
now.
that they weren't watching me, and it went on like that for years. They gave me my job at the foundation as a form of protection. A bunch of guys in suits showed up to my house and told me that it would be for the better if I took a job at their new facility. I didn't know much about them at the time. Nobody did, really. All they told me was that they were helping Veldigan victims, but even that felt vague.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hello.
Oh, gosh.
You don't know me, but I certainly know you. Allow me to introduce
You look
myself.
different.
My name is Lankman, or at least a cartoon version of the man himself, created by our lovely in-house animator, Mortimer Gray, who you may know for his work on the classic cartoon series Candy Mouse. I come to you all today to announce the founding of the Lankman Foundation, a new gateway into the future of Eastridge County. 4 years ago, our lovely town was plagued by a species of creature we have come to know as the Veldigan. These dangerous creatures have continued to threaten our residents, with there being seemingly no end to the dangers they pose. Until now, our lovely founder, Herbert Lankman, created our foundation for the purpose of both containing this anomalous threat, as well as treating all those who have been affected by them. How does he plan to do this, you ask? Well, the answer is quite simple. Using the inheritance left behind by his father, Herbert Lankman got to work renovating and reopening the old Lankman's Asylum, repurposing it into a massive treatment center for all those who have fallen victim to the Veldigan. As well as this, he has been hard at work donating generous amounts to Eastridge County's police force, ensuring they can continue to do what they do best, protecting all
Yeah,
of
since
you.
he died.
Here at the Lankman Foundation, we know these last couple of years have been scary, but don't worry. Soon enough, this will all be a
What was
thing
that?
of the past. If you
I saw
or
something on the
anyone
top
you
left.
may know have any questions regarding
We'll have to
the
look back at this for
foundation and what
analysis.
we do not hesitate to give us a call.
Oh, shit. It's gonna be one of these call things that you see in VHS tape, right? All the records will not be heard.
Eastridge 911, where is your emergency?
This is 45 Elk Crescent. Send the police, please!
Can you describe the situation to me, ma'am?
There's a group of men trying to break into my house. They're slamming on the door. Please send the police now!
The police will be on their way in a moment, ma'am. I just need you to breathe. Did you get a good look at these men? What did they look like?
I don't know what they look like. They're all wearing masks. I can't see their faces. They look all the same!
What kind of masks, ma'am?
Yellow ones? They're wearing yellow masks. They look like bandages.
Ooh, yellow masks.
Hello?
Just straight up just hung up on him. Straight up just hung up on her. Ooh. I'm actually getting a bit spooked out. Oh, you look familiar.
After I started working at the foundation, they immediately bombarded me and everyone else with all these different mandates and training tapes. Even for the most simple
I'm actually getting a
jobs,
bit spooked out right
there were
now.
rules for everything, and half the time they didn't even make sense. Perhaps the strangest mandate they had us commit to, though, was to wear these goggles at all times. They said it was a preventative measure to avoid the effects of some kind of hallucinatory environment. None of us knew what that was or how it was even possible. All they told us was that it would make you see and hear things, and that it was apparently used to keep patients in line. Something about treatment through exposure. We never really knew for sure if it was working, but all the patients seemed to suffer from similar symptoms that were said to be a part of it. They were always scared of us, no matter how much we tried to help them, and they always complained about hearing some kind of horrible music somewhere in the facility. What got to me the most about it, though, was how normal everyone treated it. Something beyond our understanding was being used on these people, and nobody seemed bothered by it but me. They all just treated it like it wasn't even happening.
Here in the Lankman Asylum, it is imperative for all staff members to be aware of our state-of-the-art hallucinatory environment. Through this unique environment, we are able to keep all patients within our walls in line, as well as treat their conditions through exposure that no other location can provide. The amount of benefits this new technology can provide for the patients of our asylum is numerous, but you must remember that there are multiple precautions which have been put in place to ensure that you, our staff, do not suffer from the effects of our hallucinatory environment and can do your job correctly and safely. The first of these precautions should have been provided to you on your first day at the job, in the form of these specialized optical lenses. By wearing these red lenses, staff members will be able to see past the environment's effects, allowing for no mistakes to be made and a job well done. If at any point these lenses are to be removed, staff members will experience severe hallucinations which will make your work extremely difficult. The second of these precautions comes in the form of knowing what you should and should not be hearing when on the job. Although we have yet to develop a solution for auditory hallucinations, symptoms of them appear to follow a similar and predictable pattern. If you believe yourself to be hallucinating, ask yourself if you're hearing the voices of people that do not exist, distant music coming from an unknown location, Dr. Lankman requesting your aid, or the knocking of doors which do not exist. If the answer to any of these questions is yes, then you are hallucinating and should treat those sounds as if they do not exist. Moving on from our patented hallucinatory experiment, we next must discuss the role of another very important part of our facility. It is imperative that all staff members avoid any form of contact with
The caretakers were possibly the most disturbing part about working in that entire facility. They were these tall, bandaged staff members who were dressed in black from top to bottom. I don't even think I ever saw them outside of their uniform.
Why is there 3 people, but one of them
We were
is not
always
watching?
expressly told never to interact with them for any reason. Apparently their job was just that important. It was with them that I reached my breaking point when working at that damn place. I always saw them going into patients' rooms, taking them to places that I never got to see. I always wondered what they were doing, but I made sure to mind my own business. That is until late one night when I was working at the facility. They had just brought in a new patient, a woman who looked to be in about her 30s. She had no diagnosis, no sign of serious mental illness, and physically she was fine. None of us knew what she was doing there, but like we always did, we just ignored it and minded our own business. That night, though, she starts a ruckus. I think every person in the facility heard it when she started screaming. I was the first one to arrive when I saw what was happening. 4 of those caretakers dragging her out by her arms and legs while she's just kicking and screaming. I couldn't believe what I'd seen. I tried running in to stop them, but one of my coworkers stopped me, looked me in the eyes, and said, "It isn't worth it." I was in disbelief. These caretakers were treating Veldigan victims like caged animals, and here we were just standing there and watching. That was when I knew I had to do something about it. I always had my suspicions about the asylum, but seeing how this treatment facility treated its patients, that was the final straw. I went to as many of my coworkers as I could to try and get as much information as possible about the Foundation and their shady practices. I wanted to bring these problems to the light, to have the general public know what was really going on in there. But of course, none of them wanted anything to do with me. They just brushed me off and told me that it wasn't worth it, that it would bring more trouble. But I ignored them and I kept
How are
trying.
you on a boat and you're
When I ran
watching
out of
this?
staff to talk to, eventually I turned to patients. More specifically, the
You
woman
probably
I
have
saw
bad
getting
connection
attacked
if you're
that
on a
night.
boat.
I wanted to know where they took her, what they did to her. So I snuck into her room late that night with a camcorder that I brought, and I was able to record an entire interview I had with her, and I was just left with so many questions.
Please don't hurt me. I promise I'll behave. I don't want to go back.
Listen, I don't want to hurt you, I promise. I'm just here to ask a few questions is all. I'm sorry about what happened to you the other night. It was horrible. I want to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. And it would help a lot if you could answer my questions.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Okay, so my first question. Why were you brought here? You didn't have any diagnosis, and you don't seem to suffer from any symptoms of Veldigan sickness.
I don't know why I'm here. These men broke into my house. Nobody came to help me. The doctor told me I'm sick, but I don't know what he means. I'm sorry if that doesn't help.
It's okay, don't worry. That helps a lot. You're doing great. Now, my next question. That night when you were attacked here, I know it must be a lot, and I'm sorry to bring it up, but do you know where they took you?
I don't know. He told me I can't tell anybody. I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. He said he would take me back there. And I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Hey, it's all right. You're not going to go back there, I promise. I just need to know where it was. Nobody else will know.
They took me to room 66.
What? No, that's not possible. There's only...
Oh shit.
It's him!
Just try
He's going to take me back now. Please don't take him back.
He isn't going to take
Don't
you
let him
back
take me
there.
back. Don't let him take me back.
Quiet for a moment to...
Just what do you think you're doing?
Is that him?
Everything that happened was just
Was
a
that
blur
Lakeman?
after that. Those caretakers came into the room and dragged her out before I could even
Okay.
do anything about it. It was the last
Okay.
time I ever saw her.
Okay.
And then they just sent me back to work as if the whole thing never even happened. That in itself was odd, but it
Was
was
that
what she
Lakeman,
said
or
to
was that
me
somebody
that
else?
stuck out to me the most. She told me that she was taken to a room 66, which didn't make any sense. The asylum was small, it was only built with 65 rooms in mind, so a 66th room shouldn't be possible. At first I thought maybe she was misremembering things, or she was just misspeaking. I mean, she was clearly stressed out, and the way she was taken there was violent, but that just didn't explain things for me. I still didn't know where the patients were being taken, and what if she was telling the truth? I tried to look for answers to that question for a while, and nothing came of it. Nothing until I started to watch through our old conversations. During one of my watch-throughs, I saw something off the corner of my eye. Something I had never seen until it was staring me right in the face. A camera. A camera located right in the corner of that room. The
Oh, you're
asylum
being stalked.
didn't have cameras, at least not in the rooms of its patients.
You're being
If I
stalked.
had known they were watching me the entire time, I never would have
You're being
staged that
stalked.
interview, and somehow I didn't see it. Something wasn't adding up. I went back to the asylum after that and checked the rooms of several patients. No cameras. I thought that I was losing my mind. I thought for a moment that maybe I was just seeing things. But then I realized something. Maybe maybe I was. Late one night when no one else was around, I tested something. Something I was afraid to. I removed those goggles they gave us. And when I opened my eyes...
Hey, Mega Knight, please don't say that, please.
When I opened
Thank you.
my eyes, everything looked the exact fucking same.
Unless if you're
Everything
saying
started
as
to
a
make
joke.
sense after that. Who knows what they could have been hiding that we just couldn't see? Cameras, people, rooms. Suddenly, room 66 was terrifyingly possible, and I was going to find it. I returned to the asylum later that night with a camcorder in hand. I figured that if it could show me where the
Ooh,
cameras
live
were in the corners
action
of the
or
patient's
animation?
rooms, then it could help me find what I was looking for. I walked up and down the halls of that entire asylum, trying to find anything out of place. And eventually, I found it. I stood in front of that door for what
Why
felt
is
like an
your light
eternity.
red?
A part of me wanted to know what was in there so badly, but another part of me just didn't want to see it. I was terrified, but I felt like I didn't have a choice. It didn't even feel like I was in control of my own body as I pushed that door open.
Oh, whoa! What the fuck? Holy shit! Holy shit! What the fuck?
Like someone wandered somewhere they aren't supposed to be.
In that moment, cornered and alone, I finally understood what they were so
Shit.
afraid of. I was finally seeing what they were seeing. For the first time, I saw his face.
Oh, holy shit! It's him! Wait, what did that say? Wait, go back. The coronal structure intersects the midline 13 cm behind the galbella. The scallop was inflictuate with no vaccine. Note the rubber dam, and I'm going to assume that says abusive, to keep blood and something out of the room. Let's scroll down. Oh, there's more shit. Wait, hold on. Go back. The coronal shutter and mid are indicated on the scallop. The mark is made 3 something mirror to the lateral rim of the orbit and virtue something. It's a little bit difficult to read this. Oh, there's Clyde. It looks so terrifying.
After that, I didn't know what to do. I panicked, I couldn't move. And he just stood there for a moment, staring at me. But then he let me go. He just told me to go back to work, and act like it didn't happen. Work continued after that. I was too scared to find out what would happen if I didn't come back to the asylum, so I just continued my work there as normal. I was never punished, nobody ever found out. It was like the whole thing never happened. Until recently. The reason I'm recording this tape tonight is because I fear soon you may never hear from me again. For a while, Lankman acted like that night never happened, but ever since the recent incident, things have changed. He and the caretakers have become more aggressive. I've started seeing things. Cars passing me by with tinted windows, people following me off the corner of my eye, staff treating me like I don't even exist. Recently, it feels like they don't want me talking anymore. Someone I know and care about has been hurt, and they've given me a job that doesn't even fit my credentials. They've made me research somebody very dangerous, and I have my suspicions that once I've told them everything they need to know, they won't need me anymore. That's why I'm recording this tape. I've learned things about this person, things that Lankman doesn't even know, things that could help me. After I'm done recording this tape, I'm going to be meeting with that person, and depending on how that goes, you may never hear from me again. If you're watching this, I've left you something important. The last thing my friend was able to provide me with before they got to him. An archive of all the Foundation's most important tapes. It contains everything. Every lie they've told, every secret they've kept, every recording I've made. If I don't come back from this, you need to spread that information. The people need to know. I don't want to go about this alone, but as things are, I've had no choice. It just feels good to finally get this off my chest.
Ooh. Your buddy. Your door's open. That it? That's it! That was so good. Oh, David Barron was in this? Holy shit. Dude, everybody who made this did such a good job. Real quick though, I want to look back at a couple of things before we end off, because I think there's some stuff that I missed. So we're gonna go back and take a look around. I don't know. Oh shit. That one is, I think, Winfrey. I think that's what that one's called. Holy shit. Dude, that was so good. Wow. Wow. Alright, so before we end off, I want to see if there's anything that I missed real quick before we end it off. There's something right here that I missed while I was changing the title. Unless if I was just seeing things. Nope. This part was pretty creepy. I got goosebumps from this part, by the way. Holy shit. No, I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I think we're good. Right. That's it for now. Also, this art right here at the end is so goddamn creepy. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait for volume 2. Oh my god. Alright. That's it. So, what did you guys think on that? What did you guys think of that? Why is he jumping? Just to make sure I don't miss anything. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What'd you guys think of that? I thought it was pretty fucking good. Holy fuck. Although, one thing, I wish there was a little more to it. Like, a little bit, like, more other scenes. But other than that, it's pretty fucking good. Holy shit. I cannot wait for volume 2. Well, I'm guessing we gotta go to the next video. There is no next video. Melon Slice, stop being sus. What did I do? Awesome, creepy. Yeah, it was so good. Well, I'm gonna watch something else. See y'all later. Alright, see you later, XSDOVR. Holy fuck. Oh, give me a sec real quick. This stream was shorter than I thought. I guess. Shall we continue one shot? Well, then I'll have to make a new stream. What shall we do? It's kind of sus. What's sus? Right. Should we continue one shot, or shall we just end it off there tonight? Because this was a lot shorter than I thought. I don't have another thumbnail prepared for that at the moment. Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah, somebody said sure. So, do I have to include a thumbnail to it, or could I just... Among Us stream? Maybe not ever. Okay. Do I have to make it? I have to include a thumbnail? Okay. Oh, we'll just use my channel banner. Okay. Well. I'm gonna use an old thumbnail. One second. Oh yeah, it's in the... It's in this folder right here. Yeah, okay. Oop. And then, no. It's not the thumbnail I want to use. Can't find one of the old thumbnails. Give me 1 second. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just do the one-shot stream next week? Because I would like to get an actual... I would like to work on an actual thumbnail and get all that ready. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go with this one for now. Where am I saving again? Okay. Oh, there's one right here. Okay. There we go. There's not a thumbnail for it. Alright. Are there already people in that stream? Let's check real quick. Alright. Now, right now, I'm trying to decide if I want to do the stream right now or if we should just do it next week so I can get like a new thumbnail ready for that stream. And all that good stuff. Right now, I'm going for the for option 2 to just delay that stream to next week, which is on Saturday. Something. Okay, let me go find that out real quick. Saturday, April 20th, which is something I'm attempting to do because I can make a new thumbnail and get prepared for that stream. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So delay that to April 20th. And then we're just gonna go with 8:30 p.m. Why not? Sure. And I am also a bit tired, and I still need to get back to working on the new melon emotions. So that'll be fun. I already have the tired one finished. So the tired melon emote is already done. I just have to port it to this PC and then put it inside the program that I'm using to talk my character. And I also want to try to add in other emotions. But don't really know what else to add in right now, so. Anyway, I am going to head off for right now. Make sure that, okay, yeah. And, oh wait. Okay. And I will see you guys next week. See ya.